Antiquity, modernity, and an intense East Mediterranean experience that simply draws you in. That's Cyprus for you. Traditionally, ties between India and this island nation have always been close and strong. It's the economic relationship that's now undergoing a metamorphosis, and that's exactly what I'm here to explore. Hello and welcome to the Cyprus Diaries. Blue waters, idyllic beaches and picturesque landscapes. The island nation of Cyprus is to many a piece of heaven on earth. But think global finance, and to many investors, the term tax haven may fit better. And that's exactly what prompted India to renegotiate its 2-decade-old double taxation avoidance treaty with Cyprus in November last year. The new regime, which kicked in on the 1st of April 2017, gives India the right to tax capital gains made by investors hailing from the Mediterranean island nation. Simply put, the tax arbitrage window, and with it, the possibility of round-tripping investments has been shut tight. Cyprus, however, says bilateral ties go beyond taxation. I caught up with the President of the Republic just before he set off on a state visit to India. His message was simple.
I'm not thinking anything except to build up or to enhance our friendship. A friendship which is more than 65 years now. We are a member state of the European Union. We can play our own role, as India was playing this role for us since the Cyprus question has arose. They are keeping a principled stand on the Cyprus question, and we are grateful to them. Double tax treaty will encourage much more companies to invest in India who are having their base in Cyprus, and so we are looking to see how to enlarge our economic ties as well. We can play our own role in the European Union, being the ambassador of, let's say, India within Europe. We know that the free trade agreement is under negotiations, so we can play our own role in favor of India, because we consider that India is one of the most reliable partners.
Beyond being a key ally at the FTA negotiations, Cyprus has been important from the point of view of fund flows. The country was the 8th largest source of FDI in India last year, and the Cypriot government is confident that investment flows won't taper off despite the taxation changes.
Cyprus has more to offer as an international business center than an attractive tax regime. That being the case, the fact that we actually offer expertise, know-how, a network of cooperation with regional markets, I think offers the main advantages of what Cyprus has to offer. So I'm actually optimistic enough. We know that we operate in a global economic environment where tax issues are under review. Mm-hmm. We are fully committed to being compatible with the new global norms as far as taxation and tax-related information. Mm-hmm. We do not see this as a disadvantage. We actually see it as an opportunity to make a qualitative leap for more investments with more substance. That's what we want, and that's what we offer.
I was just actually coming to that, the automatic exchange of tax-related information. Now, that's a framework that India has already signed with a couple of other countries. Would Cyprus be looking at sort of this automatic exchange of information? Yep. And would that be covering earlier investments which have happened into India from Cyprus? Because otherwise they were grandfathered with within the framework of the revised treaty. but will there be a lot of information being exchanged even about old investments?
We are a member of the group of early adopters, and basically we shall follow the agreed norms and the agreed practices.
Okay. What sort of incentives can, let's say, Indian investors or Indian companies look forward to when it comes to investing in Cyprus? You mentioned earlier the concept of this innovation, benefit, a fiscal tax benefit for companies that are innovating. So give us some idea and examples.
Even though we do not offer tax breaks or incentives on the basis of nationality or origin, I have to say that Cyprus offers a very stable and attractive tax regime. We are very sensitive of offering tax certainty and not creating surprises for either local or foreign investors. We are a low tax European jurisdiction. We are very determined, and this actually is an issue where there is strong cross-party support in Cyprus. So even the opposition fully agrees that we should remain a low tax economy, offering stability, certainty, advantages which are available and on offer to local investors and foreign investors. Raising taxes is out of the question. Maintaining a stable economic environment is the key.
Okay, let's talk about then the new face of the relationship between the two countries beyond matters of taxation. Where do you see scope for more cooperation, scope for investment both into Cyprus and into India?
Let me give you one example. Cyprus is the largest ship management center in the EU. So that's an obvious sector where cooperation may actually expand. But that's not the only sector. I would say that the role of governments is to create a framework, create the necessary level of stability, and allow such opportunities for exchange, economic exchange and cooperation to happen.
Bilateral trade between India and Cyprus is under $100 million. However, with the tax treaty being revised and India now removing Cyprus from the so-called tax blacklist, experts on both sides feel there is serious potential to take those trade numbers several notches higher. I caught up with the Indian High Commissioner at Nicosia, who revealed some interesting trends.
Since the signing of the new treaty, the investments have gone up. As I said, what has prompted that is the greater clarity. There's a greater predictability on the investments flowing in or through Cyprus. In part, for example, the investment which were being held up, anticipating the treaty will be reformed, those materialized. At the same time, the experience of the Cyprus investors has been, all those investors who have gone to India, not a single euro has ever been withdrawn from India.
The reason those euros were not being withdrawn was the 30% withholding tax that India slapped on repatriation of funds from its shores to Cyprus. This was done in 2013 after India blacklisted Cyprus as a notified jurisdictional area for not sharing tax-related information. However, with the tax treaty being revised, all that is a thing of the past. With the tax treaty amendment behind, industry watchers in Cyprus feel there are three key areas where India and Cyprus can collaborate. This includes financial services, shipping, and of course the tourism sector. We'll explore these aspects on the other side of this quick break.